closer. Ooh, we can see so.
Hi everyone, welcome to Hope, Faith, Love newsletter. And again this week I'm going to be sharing with you about wellness. You know, our physical wellness does really affect our spiritual wellness. We need to look at our spirituality in the terms of our mind, body and spirit, because sometimes if our body is unwell or our mind is unwell, it impacts our relationship with God directly. So today we're going to be chatting about what makes us well. If you want to find out, keep watching. We're talking about what makes us well. Well, the first thing is food. Food can poison us, and I've said this before, but it is so true. Sometimes we eat stuff which is toxic to our body and makes us unwell, but we need to be choosing foods that actually heal us. And if we pay attention with exactly what we're putting in our mouth, it'll make a difference to our overall health. So if you want to know what makes you well, you need to look into your nutrition. My advice is to write everything down that you eat. Why write everything down? Because you may be like me, you've got a busy life, you've got 20 things to think of at once, and you can forget what you eat in a day. You just grab something, run, and you eat, and you're off, and you try to think, what did I have yesterday? Can't remember. But if you write it down, you will actually see what you've consumed. You can review it over at the end of the day, you can review it at the end of the week. However you choose to do it, you can see exactly what you've eaten, and then you can ascertain whether you're eating properly or not. And add drinks as well, because if you drink pop, you know, fizzy drinks or whatever you would like to call them, you know, carbonated drinks or even carbonated water, you know, in large amounts, that is really bad for you. In small quantities every now and then it wouldn't harm you, but if you have the habit of drinking carbonated drinks every single day, you know, the calcium, it will cause the calcium to leach from your bones. And if you have osteoporosis in your family, for example, you want to stay away from all carbonated drinks. So having a knowledge of what you're eating and what you're drinking and what it does for your body is so important to your wellness. And if you write them down, then you can review and you can start eliminating. You can eliminate, well, I'll take that away, I won't be eating that, or I'll have this again, and then you can go on, and if you track, it shows that you're taking responsibility for your wellness, and it makes you feel good because you feel like you're in control. You know, I know what it's like. You know what it's like. That you feel that food has controlled you. Sometimes, you know, you can't stop eating, and you just need this, and you need that carbohydrate, you need that sweet, and you just have these cravings, and you feel totally out of control, like the thing is controlling you, and you feel powerless. It lowers your self-esteem. Yes, so it lowers your self-esteem, and once your self-esteem is lowered, you feel even more powerless, and you're on this treadmill. And also the other is opposite. If you have anorexia or bulimia or some other appetite thing that's really affecting you. I remember when I was young, I had anorexia. Nobody knew about it. I don't think even my family would know it to this day, but I have had it several times in my life, and one of them when I was a teenager, and I had to train myself to eat, and it was really, really hard. It was almost like food was my enemy, and I had to learn that food was my friend, and without it I would die, and I certainly wouldn't be well. And so to understand what wellness is, we must understand our bodies and our minds in relationship to our nutrition. If we drink carbonated drinks and we have a lifestyle of eating takeaways on a regular basis every night, and we don't eat fruit or vegetables, and we don't get the right amount of proteins or carbohydrates or vitamins and minerals, we can never really understand what real wellness is for our lives. I've had people say to me, well, I eat pizzas every day, I drink carbonated drinks every day, and I haven't had a cold in my life. Well, wait 20 years, because what you are eating today is laying down within your organs and your bones, in your insides and your outsides, and you may not see the effects straight away, but I can guarantee you will see the effects in 20 years' time. You may feel like older than you are, you may feel creaky bones, it catches up with you. It really, really does, and it's never too late to turn around. So if you really want to know what wellness is, the first step is to eat properly, understand your nutrition and how it works for you. Now, some people can't eat some foods because they upset the stomach. I love onions. I can eat them in very small quantities, but after that they upset me. I like legumes like beans. I can't eat beans because I end up with terribly bloated stomach, and at the moment I'm on the keto diet, which suits me really, really well because I have osteoarthritis, and it's an anti-inflammatory diet, and I find that I can move a lot better, I have less aches and pains, and I'm sleeping a lot better. But these things need to be tried. You need to try them and learn about them and try them. Make it a hobby. Make your nutrition a hobby, and enjoy it, and look forward to learning about it and trying out new recipes, because it is just so important. And you know, it never ceases to amaze me how some people look after their cars and their houses far better than they do their own bodies. And I'm the other way around. I look after my body first, because if I don't, then I can't look after my car. I can't look after my house. I can't serve God in the way that I want to if I don't look after my body first, if I don't look after my mind, if I don't look after my emotions, because everything I do, you know, reflects through this body, through this mind, through these emotions, and I need to be well. So I ensure that I learn and understand what wellness is. And if you need help with this, I'm doing my diploma in health and wellness. I've got a master's degree in counselling and coaching. The links are down below, and have a chat with me and to see how I can help you to get onto the road of wellness, and not only get on the road to wellness, but how to stay there. So while we're talking about nutrients, it's important as well to ask the question, would you benefit from supplements? Now, there's a lot of controversy about this, because there are supplements and there are supplements, if you know what I mean. And a lot of supplements are purely chemical, man-made, and you do not want to don't touch them, because that they are chemically derived and they're not going to serve your body. Yes, they're cheap, you can buy them off the supermarket shelf, but they're not going to do what it says on the tin. You need good quality collated, natural supplements and vitamins. You know, I started being interested in health in my young teenage years, and I've got a story about on one of my blogs on how I actually got into that. And I've been taking supplements ever since I was 16, and I haven't stopped, and I'm in my mid-60s, and I can tell you I've been served well, even when at times where I felt that I really couldn't afford it. I made sure that I had the supplements I needed, and when I was pregnant I had different supplements to what I have now. You have to adjust them according to your lifestyle and your bodily needs, your age, and all sorts of things. And some supplements are good for some people who are on prescription drugs. So if you are on prescription drugs, you need to be talking to your healthcare provider before you go anywhere near any supplements, because some supplements will react badly with prescription drugs. I'm not taking any prescription drugs, and so I'm okay, and I'm in the know enough, and I've researched it enough and understood and studied enough and qualified enough to be able to ascertain what my body needs. If you need help with that, and if you can afford it, go and see a nutritionist. I am not a nutritionist. I do not advise on supplements because I'm not a nutritionist. My job is to encourage you to move towards wellness and give you tips, encouragement, and support you. And if you need a coach to support you and to give you ideas on your journey of wellness, please go to a nutritionist for that, or do your own research. Around nutrition, another question you could ask yourself: am I getting enough calories? Second question, am I eating too many calories? Now this depends on your lifestyle. If you lift weights and you are a bit of a fitness buff and you run and you're highly active, you need a different amount of calories than if you lived a little bit more of a sedentary life. And again, it goes back to researching and find out what's best for you. So the question that I posed at the beginning of the video is, what makes us well? Well, the first thing is to eat well. That's what makes us well. Not quantities, but certainly in qualities. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment. I love to hear from you, and please share, because there may be somebody who may benefit from this little chat about wellness. Look forward to your next visit. So I'll say goodbye for now.
The fields of our paths, pulling us closer.